Good morning, everyone. Great to see you. Thank you for being here on time. We are kickstarting the second half lectures today, so welcome. I'll start by giving you an overview of your second portfolio. I know that you are still finalizing your first portfolios. Best luck in finishing, submitting them. Make sure that you submit everything in one file from Blackboard. And don't leave it until the last minutes, yeah? Make your checks early on and complete your submission as soon as you can. Don't leave it to the last minute, yes? Not open? Okay, I'll check it with the LTS and make sure that the submission system opens up, and I'll check it. Thank you so much for the heads up. I'll have a look at that. So, the second portfolio will be due on December 12th. December 12th, which is a Friday. And in the second one, you will have an asset creation project. The first option is 7i, which is a more creative option. You can start creative assets for your future. This might be establishing your YouTube channel, podcast, Medium blog, or Substack newsletter. You can create music. You can create your own fashion line brand, clothing designs, book proposal, and write some pages, intro for your book. You can use AI for leverage. You can create your own AI leveraged products, digital products, all of these things. So make sure that you include the links to the actual things that you have created. Let's say if you have created your YouTube channel, make sure that you put screenshots of your YouTube channel, upload some sample videos, and put the actual link of your YouTube channel, let's say, so that we can click on the link. It should be open, accessible to public, okay? So whatever you do, please make it accessible, open, and include the real links so that we can click on them and see them, okay? So the first option is to create something creative, such as a YouTube channel, books, music, brands, fashion, whatever you wish to do, whatever you are passionate about. And after you highlight it with the screenshots as well as the links, then after you highlight it, then you go over these 7 parts, okay? Go over these 7 parts, respond to them. And this part will be 1,500 words, okay? So you just respond to these questions. How did you do it? What did you learn? And explain your learning and skill development and what's your contribution. How does it relate to your personal brand, career goals, passions? So do some storytelling, yeah? And show us the process and your thinking and how you will grow this. The second option is entrepreneurial business proposal. This is, again, you create your assets here, but you do this as an entrepreneur or as a solopreneur. So this one is a bit more focused on making money. Okay, so you can create a one-person online business, let's say. Okay, you can also create like a cafe, restaurant, etc. But these require a lot of capital and they are a bit risky. I would highly recommend that you start a one-person digital business where you don't have many costs. Okay, and you can use AI tools, leverage AI tools to make money easily. And you can do this as a solopreneur, as a one-person startup. So this is your chance to create your one-person digital startup, okay? And again, this might be your Amazon shop, let's say, Etsy shop, Shopify. So this can be like an online store. You can put your digital products, let's say Gumroad store. You can upload your digital products, PDFs. You can start selling them. Okay, the important thing here is start selling them as soon as you can. Try to make your first dollar online and take a screenshot of your first sale, even if it is like a 50p, $1 or whatever. The amounts do not matter, but what matters is you show the evidence and ability to make money online, even if it is like very small amounts. So you are proving to yourself that you can make money online using your digital business or one-person startup. Yeah, that's what matters. So please make sure, again, to include the actual link of your online store or your web page or your landing page. You can also create a landing page for your digital product, let's say. Okay, so make sure that you take screenshots of this page as well as the actual link so that we can click on that link. And ideally, we should be able to buy from the link, okay? So it should be open, accessible, and start doing business as soon as you can, okay? So make sure that you establish the payment system. Link it to your PayPal. Use Stripe, whatever, yeah? Figure it out, okay? So this should be a real functioning business, okay? Online business. So try to finish your like landing page or online store, yeah, whatever you are creating, and take screenshots, okay? And it should be fully functional. Let's say you create an app, then you show the screenshots of your app in the App Store, etc. So when and how to download it, etc. Okay. So like the game here is essentially money making, yeah. But also learning from the process. Again, you follow these 7 steps. But this is a bit more business focused than the other option. Okay, so you can showcase your entrepreneurial skills, business skills here. Okay, so you describe the secret sauce, core of your business. What is your sustainable competitive advantage, your product and service, the market, the competition, how do you differentiate, your marketing plan, financial operations plans, all of these, yeah? So you need to include evidence for these things. Again, it is very similar to the other one, 1,500 words for the written part, but you also put the actual links and screenshots, okay? If you want, you can also combine these two together. Okay, so 7i project as well as entrepreneurial business proposal, you can also combine them or find a middle ground solution. Find something like middle ground. If you want to pursue multiple things, let's say, I want to establish my YouTube channel as well as Medium blog. Try to showcase both of them. Like maybe you have more than one experiment going on, okay? If you do so, like try to illustrate a little bit of both. So you are the curator, yeah? That's what matters. Like make this fresh, relevant for your life, useful. Make it useful for your own life. What matters to you? Imagine that this is your hero's journey, yeah? Alongside your job, 9-to-5 job, this will be your second career. Yeah? After you find your job, kickstart your career. This will be your hero's journey. Yeah? So do it accordingly. Make something, create something genuinely fresh, exciting, useful, and relevant for yourself. Okay? That's what matters. Show the hard work and creativity and your passions and curiosities and how you created this. So that part is 50%. Yeah? And then lecture evidence is the same again with the last part. You just do the same. Not the Friday afternoon, forget about it. It's Tuesday mornings, yeah? Sorry about the typo, Tuesday mornings. So you write a summary again about each Tuesday morning. 1 paragraph about each Tuesday morning starting today, yeah? This is the first of the first week of the second half, yeah? You only include second half lectures, yeah? This is essentially the same that you are doing for your first portfolio, yeah? but for the second half. We are now officially in the second half, yeah? So start with today. What did you learn and how will you apply your learning? And then learning adventures are what we do in the lectures. These are exercises you are actually doing in the lectures. Again, you can choose from any lecture in the second half, choose 2 of them, but do them in detail. Okay, so this is the lecture evidence. It is essentially the same thing, but for the second half. And the seminars, again, this is very similar to the first half, but we have new seminar activities. Okay, we have, again, 8 different activities. We have started the first 2 last week, yeah? And today and this week, we will continue with activity 3 and 4, yeah? So we will be finishing all of them. Again, you will be putting all of them into your second portfolio, one by one, yeah? So come to the seminars, download the worksheets, complete them, and add them to your second portfolio. Okay? So lecture and seminar evidence, they are very similar. But this time, you are creating your assets. That's the focus for your second portfolio. Okay? So this is how you will be graded. Executive summary, creativity and design thinking, evidence of personal reflection, your storytelling, your why is this significant to you? Your asset, this is about your asset creation, yeah? Your impact and contribution related to what you are creating. Again, think about your asset creation journey. Research and knowledge, again, this is about your asset creation, yeah? So the first 5 criteria, each of them is 10%. They are all about your asset creation journey, yeah? And then we have the lecture evidence, and then we have the seminar evidence. That's it, okay? Very similar to the first portfolio. Any questions? It's pretty straightforward. Try to start it early on. Show us the journey, especially about your asset creation journey, yeah? Any questions? Is this clear? You can always ask feedback, send your portfolio early on. The earlier, the better. And yeah, send me any questions that you might have. So please start thinking about your second portfolio, your asset creation project. Which one will you be doing? Would you be doing the 7i or the entrepreneurial business proposal? Which one is closer to you? Which option are you choosing? Will you do something a bit more creative or a bit more entrepreneurial, business-oriented? And what will you be exactly doing? Can you incorporate your hobbies, curiosities, passions, excitements into this? So use this as an opportunity, as a springboard to accelerate your asset creation journey, yeah? This is a long-term game, of course. This is your marathon. But use this module as an opportunity to accelerate and build your games. These are infinite games. These asset creation games are infinite games. You are only competing with yourself. And the more you put into this in terms of hard work, creativity, consistency, the better outcomes you will get in the long term. So think of this as your long-term marathon, which will continue for 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, yeah? Don't just think about this module. Think of this something that will start and accelerate after this module, yeah? So don't do it for the grade. Do it for yourself. This is what matters for your next, let's say, 7 years, 10 years, yeah? Start something that is meaningful and exciting and relevant for yourself, Okay, that's what matters. And try to do things that AI cannot do, and you can excel. Try to establish games where you can really excel as an individual. Maybe you can be the best in this category. Whatever category you are creating assets in, be the best in that category. Establish your own category where you can excel. And think about the things that only you can bring to the world. What are the things that, exciting things, that only you can bring to the world? Okay? So think about that. If you have any ideas, please take notes right now. Any action points, ideas, take note. So start creating your ideas, brainstorm, do your experiments, apply your ideas immediately, establish your initiative, whatever it is, startup, your YouTube channel, your Instagram, your TikTok, your book, whatever you wish to create, online store, do it right away. Start it right away this week, okay? Okay, let's look at what happened recently. Channel 4 created a documentary and presented it. This was the first British documentary on AI that was created by AI. But they didn't tell that it was AI until the end. So this was a reveal at the end of the documentary. So AI is becoming mainstream in British television as well. Look at the 50 must-know ways to use AI. I want you to click on the link, and are you using AI in these ways? Just click on the link and go over them quickly. This is the link. Go over the list. Are you using AI in these ways? Look at the list. You can write sales copy for your landing pages as an entrepreneur. You can summarize articles, write emails, generate Excel formulas, improve your resume. Look at them. Which ones are you using? Have you realized any of these uses yourself? Can you look at the list and maybe some of them will be useful for you, okay? Are you using it for image and video generation and editing? Creating art, photos, design logos, brand assets, illustrations, videos. Which ones have you practiced with? Graphics, creating presentations, audio. Maybe you can create your podcast. Productivity and organization. Are you using it for improving your productivity? How? Which tools are you really good in using? Are you using it for business marketing? Can you use it for your asset creation journey? Let's say you created your own business, yeah, for this project. Can you use it to generate traffic? Create social media posts? Develop new products or features? Do market research? So, please try to use AI in all these stages. Leverage AI tools and document your progress and work. So, capture the prompts as well as the responses. So we strongly encourage you to use AI in the process, but document the process as well. Yeah, these were my prompts. These were the responses. But the important thing is add your own insights, brand, and voice on top of what AI has come up with. Like, don't just surrender to AI outputs. Can you do it better? Put your own judgment, human creativity on top of it. Put your independent thinking. If something doesn't feel like right, challenge your AI. Yeah? Talk to your ChatGPT or Claude. This doesn't feel right. Like, you need to challenge the authority of AI, yeah, with your independent, critical thinking. That's what matters, yeah. As you do that, please document that process as well. You don't just surrender to AI, yeah. You put your own judgment and creativity on top of it. And you can use it for your personal use and learning, yeah? So have a look, try to use them, try to incorporate them. So my main message, again, that I'm reiterating is you need to combine your skills with AI to become really powerful. Because one person with the right AI tools can now accomplish what required 8 people in 2020. So you can essentially complete the task of 8 different employees using these AI systems. These AI systems are getting so smart that they currently are doing the work of 8 employees. Yeah? So use them wisely. Use them as your leverage. So how do you add your own leverage on top of AI? You have your creativity, problems framing, problem solving, ethical judgment, relationship building, interpersonal skills, and AI tool orchestration. How do you use which tool and how? Your strategic view, yeah? So you put these things on top of these AI tools, and then you can leverage and create amazing things and 10x your productivity. You can then 10x your power. You become Tony Stark. So using AI, you need to think about how you will create your own assets. Okay? That's the crucial thing to achieve your financial independence. And this module is all about this. Okay? If you have money, you need to buy these assets. If you have any money, you need to buy these assets because you are fighting inflation. You cannot trust government. You cannot trust central banks. They are printing money. Okay? So you need to buy assets. What are the assets that you can buy? Investments, ETFs, stocks, shares, and Bitcoin and gold. These are like typical assets that you can buy so that your money doesn't lose its value. Yeah? So when you have money, even if you have small amounts, let's say, you need to start investing early on. Yeah? Buy stocks, shares, ETFs, Bitcoin. Even if you have $50, you need to buy these things, yeah? Not to lose value in your money. Okay? Otherwise, your money will be losing its value. If you keep your money in the bank, that's a sure way to lose its value. Inflation will eat you alive. Yeah? That's why you need to buy these assets. Yeah? But let's say you don't have any money. Then you have debt, let's say. You are still a student. You don't have any money. You depend on your parents. That's all understandable. Yeah? So you need a long-term strategy plan to establish your financial freedom. And the way to establish it is through assets. If you don't have money, you need to use your imagination and hard work and persistence and consistency to create your own assets. So write a book. Create an online course. Create your own brands. Create your TikTok, YouTube. Create your Instagram. Create new products, services. Create a new app. Create music. Create your own website. Build your own mail list. build your Substack newsletter, all of these things, yeah? So you need to do these things. You don't need any money for these things. You need minimal investment, yeah? So do them. And that's your task. And in doing this, please use AI as your leverage, because AI will amplify your powers. It will help you tremendously. It will accelerate your journey. So the big concept is you need to combine your weird interests with AI to establish your own monopoly. That's the formula. You need to find your unfair advantage in your asset creation project. Yeah, that's the formula to get rich and powerful. So what are you naturally curious about? Think about your hobbies, weird interests, random knowledge. And what problem can you solve with this? How can you use AI to 10x your solution? Think about this. How can you combine your curiosity with the AI tools to turn into money-making assets? And that should be your goal in your asset creation project, yeah? Do this. Let's say you love astrology, combine it with ChatGPT. Then you can create personalized AI astrology reports and start selling them. Okay? Start selling them on Gumroad. Establish your Gumroad. Or sell them through Amazon, as you wish. Let's say you are obsessed with fashion. Combine it with Midjourney so that you can create your own designs, your own brands. Let's say you love gaming. Combine it with Cloud. Then you can create AI gaming strategy guides, coaching. Or combine it with streaming. Let's say you can start Twitch and YouTube at the same time while you are playing computer games. Start broadcasting. Okay? So combine your curiosities with the AI tools and turn them into money-making machines. That's your task. Okay? So please write a note to yourself. What is your weird curiosity plus AI tool combination? What will you be doing and how? Make a note to yourself, please. So building on this, give yourself 48 hours. You can do this week or this weekend. Do it as soon as you can. Try to do it this week, okay? So you will build, launch, learn, iterate, and do it fast, okay? So you need to validate your idea using ChatGPT and Reddit or Twitter. So you can give ChatGPT a prompt like this one. Generate 10 digital product ideas that will solve a specific problem for university students. That's my entrepreneurial project. I'm trying to solve a problem for university students. This should be created in 48 hours using AI tools. And you should have a clear monetization path. It should cost under £10 to produce. And let's rank these ideas by viral potential and profit potential. Work with ChatGPT. Ask it questions, okay? Create lots of ideas. And then go to Reddit for pain points of students. Reddit student forums. What are students annoyed about? What are they anxious about? How can you help them? What are you anxious about? As a student, I'm sure you are experiencing lots of challenges, right? The job market is in decline. AI is taking over many entry-level jobs. How can you position yourself as an outstanding graduate? These are making you anxious, right? So why not create a guide, an ebook, and create solutions for yourself as well as other students who are having similar thoughts, anxieties, issues. So create a guide for yourself, yeah? I'll create an ebook. It'll be like a 100-page ebook. I'll use AI, ChatGPT or Claude, for university students who are really anxious about AI. I'll teach them how to leverage AI to increase their employability prospects, as well as I'll help them create their own employment using AI, leveraging AI systems. How can a student, a university student today, survive and thrive in the era of generative AI? Because it's clear that you cannot rely on your textbooks. You cannot rely on your professors. You have to do it yourself. And you have to give like a clear message to university students out there, like you, yeah? You want to help yourself create a solution that works for yourself, but also help other university students. Turn this into a digital product, start selling it. Okay, that's the idea. You solve the problem for yourself and also sell that solution. Yeah, that's the clever bit. So do this using AI. Can you create the ultimate digital product that will help university students who are about to graduate? Okay, who will graduate, let's say, next year. Students who are in a similar place as you are, yeah? You are trying to help them. How to become ready for the job market. How does the job market change in the era of generative AI? What should graduates know about these AI tools? How can you showcase your AI skills in the best way to your employers? How can you think like an entrepreneur? How can you make money using these AI tools? How can you monetize, create your own assets using these AI tools? So you create a roadmap, create some exercises for students, showcase them, use them, maybe create a set of prompts. These are the magical prompts that you can use with Claude or ChatGPT. Think about how smart this would be. Then you start monetizing this instantly. You can do this in 48 hours. Yeah? You can do it this week. And then you can start selling it this weekend. Start selling it. Turn this product into your Gumroad shop. Yeah? Establish it on Gumroad. Start selling it. So the next step is rapid prototyping. Create your mini ebook. This can be 15 minutes or half an hour. This doesn't have to be like perfect. A good enough, minimum viable product is good enough, yeah? You will create a minimum viable product. It will solve the problem in a good way, yeah? Help them address this pain, this problem, this pain. The AI Career Accelerator, 10 AI tools, every graduate needs to 10x their job search. So create this product. Upload it to your Claude. Or maybe you can say, I will create something even smarter. Then create something smarter than this. Okay, so in it, you will use actionable tools, use cases, copy-paste prompts that students can use immediately, and success stories. Maybe you can go to YouTube or internet to search for students, university students who have become widely successful. Maybe they have become millionaires. How did they do it? Learn their secrets. Turn them into case studies. Learn from them. And create your own plan, yeah? So, you can use Canva, design the book. You can create the cover with Midjourney. You can use Claude or ChatGPT for writing, creating the contents. These will take a couple of hours, that's it. And you have your book ready. You have your product ready. Okay? Create your Gumroad listing and pricing, and do it. And create your sales copy page, again, using AI. Okay? So the formula is speed, quality, and distribution. Yeah? And then this will make you revenue. Then you will start your online Gumroad shop literally this weekend. Yeah? You will start selling, which will be the smartest thing that you can ever do in your studies. Let me say, this kind of an initiative will be much smarter than anything else you do during your studies. And if you ask me, I think this is much more important than any module work. This is much more important than achieving distinction in your studies. This is much more critical, because this will help you build real-life skills, AI skills, leverage them, and think like an entrepreneur, think like a content creator. And that's what matters, really. You showcase your abilities. And when you showcase these, let's say I have created this many products, I sold them. You will also impress your employers. That your employers will be immediately impressed. And you will set yourself apart from all the competition. Yeah? You're essentially establishing a game where you can excel as a hero. You're establishing your hero's journey. Yeah? So this is what I did last week. As an example, I want to become a role model. Yeah? So I have been working on this book for a long time. It's called The Exit Protocol, How to Leave Dying Systems Before They Take You Down. And now I started selling it on Gumroad. And I wrote an article. Click on this article. It is a summary of the book. Okay? So if you click on the article, click on it and read the article, it will give you the 16 mental models that will save you when institutions are collapsing. Okay? So this is my new book. You can click on the book to find it here. This is on Gumroad. This is my Gumroad, yeah? And this is the book. So I created this just a few days ago, yeah? So this is the sales copy. And in the book, I talk about 5 collapses. The first collapse is the monetary system. The global debt is around $307 trillion. But world GDP is around 105 trillion. So what does this mean? All world countries are in huge debt. We don't create enough. But we do have enormous debts. It is at least 3 times, yeah? We are creating 1 unit, but we are in debt for 3 units. This doesn't end well. All the world governments are in crisis. This leads to inflation. This leads to economic crisis. Everybody is in debt. This is dangerous, yeah? The second collapse is the credential system. Universities and educational systems are stuck. They cannot keep up with the radical changes that are happening across generative AI. AI is advancing so fast that universities do not have the time and the capacity to adapt. So the credential system is also collapsing. Student debt is around $2 trillion. AI does what your degree taught you much more quickly, which is the real danger, if you ask me. AI or professionals who are using these AI tools can do your work in minutes now. So let's say I used to hire lots of assistants, yeah, human assistants, but I no longer need them because I use Claude and ChatGPT and other AI systems. They are much faster. They do the work much more productively. So, like, hiring will drop, yeah, if you are mundane. It's not enough that you have a degree. Everybody has a degree. How do you set yourself apart from the competition? How can you leverage AI tools to 10x your productivity and to create real long-term sustainable value for your employers? You need to be able to show them, this is the proof of my work, this is my portfolio, this is how I leverage AI tools, this is how I leverage social media, this is how I create enormous value for you. And this is my evidence, this is my portfolio, these are my assets. I've already done it. Then companies will hire you. They will love working with you. You already have proof, yeah? You already have the evidence. The third collapse, institutional legitimacy. Trust is at all-time lows. Government trust, 16%, all-time low. Trust in media, 34%, all-time low. Trust in universities, 36%, all-time low. Everything is collapsing, yeah? Trust is collapsing. And the information ecosystem is collapsing. Every source is contested. Truth is tribal. Everybody is immersed in their echo chambers. You only listen to the algorithms in your political views, yeah? Which make you more isolated, fragmented in your beliefs. And the meaning crisis. Many of the jobs out there are bullshit jobs. David Graeber wrote a book on this. It's called Bullshit Jobs. You can read it. Many of the jobs of today are bullshit jobs. So that means you will never achieve satisfaction and happiness and meaning in your job only. Because jobs are becoming more and more meaningless. You will be forced to attend meaningless meetings, bureaucracy. There will be coworkers who are not supportive. There will be negative people around you. There will be toxic people, toxic meetings, bureaucracy. You need to navigate through huge organizations, huge bureaucracies. Many aspects of your job will be bullshit. Yeah? So that's why I recommend you to establish your financial freedom, you know, and your path, yeah? Find your meaning. So in relation to these collapses, you need to create new mental models, yeah? Optionality, portfolio of bets, proof of work, multiple selves, fluid thinking, like new mental models for the new era. And how do you exit? Financial exit, professional exit, psychological exit, and temporal exit. So this doesn't mean that quit your job, you know. Don't work. Quit your jobs. Don't find a job. No, I'm not saying that. Work full-time. Get your salary. But at the same time, create your own financial independence. Create your assets. Create your hero's journey at the same time. Yeah? Alongside your full-time job. Okay? So, like, I give much more detailed strategies in this book about that, and I uploaded it to Gumroad, yeah? I'm selling it. So, like, you can also start your digital product, start selling on Gumroad, yeah? So, and the summary of the book is here. You can read this. The extinction pandemic. Federal Reserve claims that they are managing inflation. They are lying. Real wages are declining for 50 years, yeah? Universities are claiming that they are preparing you for the job market. Again, they are lying. They have no clue. The job market is shifting dramatically. No one has a clue. And degrees are becoming worthless if you are not mindful, yeah? You need to put your own worth and adaptability and own skill set on top of your degree. Otherwise, your degree is not enough. It's not enough. So the collapse cascade, monetary collapse, credential collapse, institutional collapse, all these collapses. So you need to have optionality over optimization. Stop maximizing single path outcomes, such as salary, promotion, status. Start maximizing viable paths. How can I create 5 income sources, 3 geographic options, multiple professional identities? Okay? So you need to build 5 layers of optionality. Layer 1, income, multiple revenue streams. Layer 2, skills, capabilities that compound across domains. Layer 3, geographic, ability to work, live in multiple locations. Remote work. So that you can reduce your living costs. You don't have to live in London. Layer 4, identity optionality. Professional worth should be independent of your job title. I can also be a writer. I'm also a YouTuber. I'm also a solopreneur. I'm also an investor. I'm also an online writer. I'm also a podcaster. So you need to develop these multiple identities. And ability to think in multiple frameworks, mental models. Okay, so you need a portfolio of bets. 10 income experiments that are running at the same time. 7 of them will fail. 2 of them will break even. 1 of them will be 10x. So you need dozens of experiments, yeah? Some of them will be successful. So proof of work over proof of credentials. Don't just depend on your degree. Go beyond that. Can you show your proof of work? Don't just say, I have a master's from UEA. You should be saying, I have built 3 profitable businesses. These are my businesses. I made this much money. I have 20,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I have created a dozen of digital products. They are selling. So think about your portfolio of assets, okay, and projects and businesses. So create in public, make it trackable, compound the proof, make it discoverable, so that when they Google you, they can find all these assets, your work, your portfolio. Okay? For example, I get lots of collaboration opportunities. Why? Because they have read my work. I've written more than 2,300 Medium articles, yeah? That means I get new invites for collaboration almost every day. The same about my YouTube channel. Every day, there is a new invitation to work with me because of my YouTube channel, yeah? So when people see your assets, they become much more interested in working with you. So you need to showcase your assets, your projects, yeah? And build that proven portfolio of work. The next thing is building multiple selves, not just one self. Single identity is dangerous. So, self 1 is institutional, your job title. Self 2 is your creator self. I create YouTube videos, Medium articles, teaching courses. I'm a creator. I'm also a consultant. I'm also a builder, entrepreneur. And I have also a community self. So, like, build multiple selves. I have an artist self as well. So, fluid thinking. Don't have fixed beliefs. Fluid thinking. Update your thinking. Update your assumptions. Your core beliefs about institutions, career, money, challenge them. And then the collapse budget. If anything collapses, do you have your minimum budget? You need to have some emergency reserve. Emergency reserve. So my collapse budget let's say it is 1,800. This is the survival mode. I need 1,800 to survive. If you can build that, then you have much more optionality. Lower your numbers, save, start investing, and do asymmetric bets. This means look for opportunities where downside is small, but upside is uncapped and very large. For example, you start writing online. The downside is you don't have any readers, but you still build your writing skills, okay? But the upside is you build an audience of 50,000 people, and you can monetize and make hundreds of thousands by writing online. Learning in public, again, upside is huge. Establishing your YouTube channel, again, upside is huge. I make thousands of dollars through my YouTube channel, yeah? The upside is, potential is huge, unlimited. And in 10 years, I will probably be making tens of thousands of dollars from my YouTube channel. Maybe I can even make $1 million from my YouTube channel because I keep growing it, and it is exponential, yeah? In the long term, it becomes exponential, extremely positive, yeah? You will be reaching maybe hundreds of thousands of people. So there is no cap. The sky is the limit, yeah? This is the same for your entrepreneurial actions as well. When you start making money, the sky is the limit. You can make more money. You can achieve your financial independence. Okay? So have a look at these models and new ways of thinking. But the idea is to share your work online. Publish your work online. Okay? Share your work online. And if you look at, again, to my Gumroad, don't just build just one product. You can build like multiple products. If you click on my page, you can see that I have been building these different products. Exit protocol, and I created this again recently, a few weeks ago, the 235 Mind, the Future Architects cheat sheet, and creativity gyms, and some of our products, 50 lucrative business ideas, etc. All these products, I have been building it, yeah? And these are the result of this module. I created these as part of this module. So these are all the learning resources that came from this module. So look at these core skills that will be critical for the long term. Do you have these skills? You really need to focus on those skills, yeah? So when you think about these, programming, coding, marketing, media, all of these skills, reading, writing, mathematics, AI can do them better than you. AI has got better, yeah? What you really need to focus on is the strategic skills which are here. What are the strategic skills? AI skills, creative thinking, creativity, resilience, flexibility, agility, curiosity, leadership, interpersonal skills, motivation, self-awareness, systems thinking, empathy, active listening. These are like either interpersonal skills, human skills, or your independent judgment, creativity. Okay, so focus on those skills. These skills will not be replaced by AI, yeah? So focus on skills which cannot be replaced by AI. And build your business models that can make you money.
This guy makes over $10 million a year with 6 different businesses. he started them all with $0. I drove out to Miami, Florida to ask him exactly how he built these businesses and the blueprint he uses to make over $5 million a year in profit.
Instead of charging $1,500 a month, we charge on average $1.5 million a year.
You see, Greg started his journey working at a VC-funded, multi-billion-dollar company. Then, one day, he went bankrupt. It was unprofitable. And what he learned from that helped him come up with a formula to start his own business that would be profitable from day one.
The ACP funnel is the secret sauce that I've used for the last 15 years that I'm only now sharing with the world.
So watch this business. He built multiple businesses. Each of them is making almost $1 million. How did he do it? By himself. He had 0 employees. He can all do it by himself. How did he do it? So watch the video to learn, okay? And there are many success stories like this on YouTube. Make sure you watch these stories and learn from their secrets. They are all using AI to leverage and make a lot of money and to create value. So learn their secrets. More stories are here. I want you to click on this report now. So here is the link. These are solopreneurs who have used AI and become millionaires. So please click on the link and register and download. Download this tool. This is the tool. Click on the link. Download it. Create your account. Okay? And then you can access this report. There are 162 people here. All of these are solopreneurs. They built these businesses by themselves. Almost all of them, they had 0 employees. They did it by themselves. These are all one-person enterprises. So this is a great roadmap that is widely useful for you. This is starter stories who have become successful. And this is the excellent roadmap for your asset creation journey. You are trying to do exactly what these guys did. If you can pull it off, you can also become a millionaire. You can make thousands of dollars. You just need to figure out their blueprint, their strategies, figure them out. Learn from their success stories. How did they do it? And you can learn from these using this report. So you can click on the websites. How did they do it? StardewValley.net. This is a mobile video game. So Eric Baron created his video game, and he sells this video game, and he makes $300 million from this video game. How did he come up with the idea? He started this idea as a way to improve his chances of getting a job, you see? And he launched a website and a Reddit, and then he promoted his game, and then this is the website. You can click on the game to, so this is Stardew Valley. You are creating the farm of your dreams. Okay? So it looks interesting. How did he do it? He has 0 employees. And his username, Instagram is here. And he has 1 million followers. And then at the end, you can look at the success story, success case. So if you click on the link here, you can read the success case of each employer, yeah? Each entrepreneur. How a first-time developer created Stardew Valley. How did he do it? Read the stories, okay? So look at all of these people, okay? How did they do it? Nathan Barrick started ConvertKit. Click on ConvertKit. What is it? How did he do it? This is for starting your mail list, ConvertKit. This is for online creators, bloggers. Okay, ConvertKit is the website. Again, be curious. Like, look at these. Kit. Okay, let me click on this. What is this kit? Email marketing that automates your growth. So he's the one who created this. Okay? So thousands of YouTubers, podcasters, creators are using Kit to grow their business. Who are these people? Look at these people. They have become rich using ConvertKit, yeah? Ali Abdal, James Clear, all of these are very successful millionaires, yeah? Okay, so like, look at all these. Be curious. Like, how can I learn from these success stories? Build with. This is for websites. Franchising, Bush Global. Taps Chocolate, so he created a chocolate brand. You can learn more. Viral Nova, this is for curation site for viral content. POF, this is Plenty of Fish, so he created this dating site, Plenty of Fish. Digitalinspiration.com. TLDR newsletter. Each of these people have created enormous value, right? How did they do it? Look at their website. Ali Abdal, what does he do? He's a doctor turned entrepreneur, YouTuber. How did he do it? Look at his website. How do you grow your YouTube channel? He has a YouTube course. He created multiple income streams. You can watch his videos. You can read his articles. This is his YouTube channel, Ali Abdal YouTube channel.
In this video, we're going to talk about...
So you can learn about like his success story. Who are these people? 9 passive income ideas. How I make 27,000 every week. So these are kind of videos that he's making.
Very small to us.
So you just like learn from his success. Yeah, how does he do it? 9 passive income ideas. How I make 27,000.
Back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 9 different ways that you can make passive income. And for each of those, I'm going to talk about how hard it is to get started, how hard it is to make $100 a month from it, and how hard it is to maintain once you've created the thing in the first place. For me and my business, these 9 different sources generate around $27,000.
So how does he do it? Like he discusses each of these, yeah? Each of these 9 different income streams. He discusses them one by one, and you can learn a lot. How to invest for beginners. So like if you want to start investing, again, you can learn from his success story. 21 life lessons for teenagers. The book that changed my financial life. How to invest for beginners in 2026. 6 side hustles students can start. So look at them. Like these are so useful, yeah? Like you can learn so much, you know, from these people. Anything sports, remote, okay. Dan Ko, you know Dan Ko. He has, again, a hugely influential website and YouTube channel. He established a one-person empire, this person, Dan Ko. He writes every week. You can read his blog. Many of these are free, so you can read his blog, and his work is here. And he is the one who talks about one-person businesses. Work less, earn more, enjoy your life. How do you do that? He is also very philosophical. You can read his letters, his way of thinking, his mental models. You can watch his YouTube channel as well. Okay, so each of these people are like proven, yeah? They are millionaires, and they started this one person, yeah? Ship 3430. Look at this one. Start writing online in 30 days. Ship 30 for 30. 10,000 students have taken this for digital writing. Okay? 30 pieces in 30 days. So he created this digital course. 30, ship 30 for 30. Yeah? And this is the landing page. You can read. You can actually look at this landing page, and then you can say, I will create a landing page like this one. Let me work with ChatGPT or Claude. I want to create my own landing page, sampling like this one, but I want to do something different, remarkable, on this field. This is my brand. Can you help me? You can work with AI, create your own landing page in minutes, and publish it. You see? Like, look at these examples, and then create something that is remarkable. Justin Welsh, again, a hugely successful person. Turn your knowledge into income. How do you do that? You can see his courses, newsletters, practical tips from your first dollar to full-time solopreneur. How do you do that? Saturday Solopreneur. Okay, so like look at the articles. You can read his articles. Okay, so each of these people have done it. Lingosi, Miss Excel, Thomas Frank, Notion courses, Adrian Wood, T is for Tame, hair care products. Okay, so this is, again, an entrepreneur who came with hair care products for babies, for children. Okay. So she created her own brand. And she makes more than $1 million, yeah, through her brand. So how did he do it? She was an executive. And then she couldn't find any good product to tame her twins' hair. So she solves the problem. And she establishes her Amazon, yeah? And she establishes her own brand. Okay, so look at these people. Like, there are so many success stories here. Tiago Forte, I'm, again, attending his second brain. He has something called Second Brain, Tiago Forte, Forte Labs. You can learn more. Visualize Value. This is a design company, consulting. So he creates visualizations. Maybe you have seen some of these. Look at these, each of these, okay? Like, have a look. David Perel, I attended her workshops, his workshops, Rite of Passage. Okay, so look at all these people. There are 162 of these, yeah? These are all one-person businesses. They achieved at least 1 million. So you can learn a lot from their secrets, strategies. Study them. And then create your own startup story, yeah? The reason that I'm spending so much time on this is I sincerely believe that studying this is much more valuable than all of the modules combined. My view, you can learn so much more from this if you are serious about this. This is much more useful than all your textbooks combined. Because these are real people, real solopreneurs who have done it. And you can learn their secrets, success stories, models. All of it is online. You can follow all the secrets. And you can create your own solopreneurship story, yeah? There are so many great examples here. Just study these people. How did they do it? And then create your own version, yeah? So, yeah, that's your task. Please do it, okay? Do it, and then use them in your asset creation journey, okay? Whatever you learn, like, take it as a school. This will be your self-learning school. Spend at least 10 hours, 20 hours studying these people. And then incorporate these lessons into your own startup. You can also make thousands of dollars like these people, yeah? So start your own. So there are lots of AI developments. AI artwork, you can discover these. AI music, AI tipping points. But things are non-linear. Our AI future, we are at level 3 right now, level 3. But we are soon entering level 4, yeah? And soon we will also enter level 5. Okay, so we are increasing in these levels. And we are actually here. Human progress will skyrocket. Read this article to learn more. AI is the biggest disruptor of today. So how do we cope with it? You need 10 mental models. Again, this is my digital product on Gumroad. And I sell it for $1. Okay? But here is the book. I put 10 mental models for this new age. Okay? And none of these are in your textbooks. These are fresh stuff, yeah? Number 1, you need to use AI to amplify your human capabilities. You can multiply your capabilities by 10, 100, even 1,000. Okay? So turn your best skills, curiosities, interests into AI-powered assets. Okay? What unique value can I create at scale for thousands of people? That's number 1. Number 2, you need to create your digital twin. Everything valuable should exist twice. So why don't you create your digital twin using AI? You can copy yourself. Your digital twin can create value even when you're asleep. Even when you are sleeping, your digital twin can continue creating assets and creating value for you. The third one, pattern hunter. You can use AI to see patterns, hidden patterns. What pattern keeps repeating that others are ignoring? You can find, explore these hidden patterns. So AI is the best pattern recognition machine out there. Use it for smart insights and patterns. The fourth one, probability surfer. Success comes from surfing probabilities, not predicting outcomes. Launch small experiments continuously at the same time. So you can start dozens of small experiments using AI and see what happens. And surf on these probabilities. Think of these as parallel universes, parallel scenarios. You can run them all. Think of yourself as like a quantum computer. You are like a quantum computer. It's not either or, zeros and ones anymore. You can combine them. You can operate like qubits. Yeah? Qubits are not zeros and ones. Yeah? They can do both simultaneously at the same time. That means you are operating in parallel systems, parallel universes, multiple income streams, multiple selves, multiple identities, multiple scenarios, multiple businesses. Yeah? So you can become a multipreneur. Infinite apprentice. You can use AI to master learning itself. You can 10x your learning. Knowledge alchemist. Can you transform information into money and valuable forms? How can this knowledge be more valuable? So turn knowledge into systems of value. Create assets out of it. Magnetic orbit. Can you create gravity that naturally attracts opportunities? You will act like a gravity center. You will create one piece of work that is so valuable that it attracts by itself. How can I create something that is so valuable that they cannot ignore me? You should create such valuable work that they can no longer ignore you. They are immediately attracted to you because of the quality, depth, and creativity of your work. They will want to work with you. What would make opportunities come to me? Yeah? Time arbitrage. Can you create an asset for the future? What will be obviously valuable in 2 years? What will be obviously valuable in 5 years? 2030. Can you predict the new world in 2030? And can you adapt, position yourself, your assets for 2030 right now? Okay, so like it is about predicting the future, yes, but also positioning yourself for the future. So, for example, in my Medium, I am creating lots of articles about 2030, 2035, and I'll be publishing them. You can see them. Okay, 2030. How do you position yourself? By talking to your future self. Your future self who lives in 2030. Quantum creator, maintaining multiple possibilities until value emerges. So that means working like a quantum computer. Multiple possibilities. And see what you can create out of them. So that means surfing multiple possibilities until value emerges. So keep all your options open and then collapsing them when actual value emerges. So that means enormous optionality and leverage. You can work like a quantum computer. And you are ready for all the parallel scenarios. So this is also about like opportunity recognition. You are where the opportunities are. Let's say you have already invested in quantum computing companies. You have already invested in cryptocurrencies. You have already invested in AI. You have already used these AI tools to create value. You are already ready for 2030, yeah? You positioned yourself, your assets, for the future already. You are proactive. So that means leverage. You can create the future. And exponential engine. Focus on tiny improvements that compound over time. Find that 1% improvement that you can make on a daily basis and do it every day without breaking the chain. Repeat it. If you improve 1% every day, in 1 year, that will be 37 times improvement. 37 times. So keep working exponentially. Okay? I also included lots of AI demos. Please explore them on your own. AI tools, you can search for them. You can watch the videos. I included some amazing videos as well. How do you do AI automation in minutes? And prompt engineering, how do you do prompts? You need to be specific. You need to state your intent. You need to direct the output format, ask follow-up questions. So this is the perfect prompt formula. Please use it in your prompts. The context, the specific information, your intent and goal. What's the response format? You specify 4 of these, yeah? This is an example. And another example. You can also create your own customized GPT. Please make sure that you create your own custom GPT and learn how to use AI for video generation. All of these are in your slides. Use them. And create your digital twin. This is a great example. He created his digital twin. This is the founder of LinkedIn.
Why would I want to be interviewed by a digital Great question. Read AI, introduce yourself to everyone. Hello everyone, I'm thrilled to be here today. I'm an AI-generated version of Reid Hoffman, his digital twin.
So you can instantly create your digital twin, actually, using AI. Why is it useful? Because it can create value even when you are asleep.
Thinking, and everything I am saying comes from a custom GPT that is based on 20 years of Reid talking and making content. So I've read all his books, watched his speeches, and listened to his podcasts. I think it gives me a pretty good sense of how you approach the world, Reid. So first, I'm going to challenge Reid AI with some questions to see what it can do and how good its content is in mirroring what I might say. Then the tables will turn, and I will challenge you with some questions about AI and tech.
Okay, cool. So you can watch the video on how he did that, but here is the process. First, you use voice cloning. You can use 11 labs for this. You can record your own voice. This is the process of how you do it. 11 labs. And then you create your own avatar. You can do this through Hagen or Synthesia. You can create your digital avatar, digital self. And then you can combine them for your full video clone. So these are the steps, okay? Create the voice bank, create your visual content bank, and then combine them. These are the steps, okay? This is the step for creating your digital twin. So this will take probably a couple of hours, maybe 2-3 hours, but it is worth it. You can have your digital twin ready. And it can create value even when you are asleep. And remember, in about 5 to 10 years, your digital twin or avatar will make more money than you in, let's say, 10 years. Your digital twin or avatar will make much more money than you in the metaverse. It will create value for you. So you need to be ready for this world. Okay, the rest of the slides are about wearing 4 hats. You need to wear 4 hats for the future: entrepreneur, artist, futurist, content creator. I want you to have a look in this. Rate yourself out of 10 for each of them. 10 means perfect. I'm really perfect. And 1 means I'm terrible. So rate yourself out of 10. Do you wear an artist hat, entrepreneur hat, content creator hat, and a futurist hat? Please evaluate yourself. Give a score to yourself out of 10. Write down your score. If your score is lower than 6 or lower, then please look at the action points. Do those action points. If your score is 6 or lower, that means you need improvement. There is a gap, yeah? That's why you need to look at the action points. Please choose some action points to improve these. Maybe you are neglecting these, yeah? Please do these actions to improve. Look at the action points, especially if your score is 6 or lower. And in the rest of the slides, I gave you lots of resources on each hat. The first hat is entrepreneurship. So in entrepreneurship, you can read about these books. These are about getting rich. Have you read these books? None of these are your textbooks, yeah? If you are really serious about getting rich, these are the books that you need to read, yeah? These are bestsellers on how to get rich. Have you read these books? Again, some of these books are in UEA library, you can find them. Or you can find used copies on Amazon. So try to read them, implement them in your life in order to achieve your financial independence. And these are some of the richest people, anyway, in the world. So learn from their secrets and their mental models. So there are more resources. Like, think about how you can make money online. How can you make money while you are sleeping? Find out ways which fit you. And implement it. If you don't implement it, your ideas are worthless. It's all about implementation. You can also watch Shark Tank.
And you might hear a sound that's sort of a little bit like this. But in order to hear a sound, you actually have to move the bow. We can also use motion to do things like change octaves. For example, we can hear vibrato being added into the sound. Or we can also use motion to transfer between instruments. So here we have a violin sound, but then we can switch to a harp sound. We can also use motion to actually trigger notes. And we can also use motion to control the sound of a piano. We can play harmonically, also play the sound of an ensemble.
So yeah, look at Shark Tank. Learn from these geniuses. Look at their success stories. But if you look at skills for making money, these are the basic skills for making money, right, today. Do you have these skills? Ask yourself. Copywriting, email marketing, sales, web design, social media growth, graphic design, marketing, advertising. Do you have these skills? If you don't have them, you can still leverage AI. AI is becoming better than humans in these top skills, yeah? These are skills for making money online. And you leverage AI. AI will help you do all of these things. So use AI for your business, yeah? Use AI to make money online. AI can do all of them. ChatGPT or Claude can do all of these steps, yeah? It can help you. So use AI as your business partner, yeah? As your strategic partner, as your marketing partner. Learn from your AI, yeah? And create your sales copy, design brands using AI. That's fine. But you also need deeper skills. These are meta skills. You also need to go deeper. These are the deeper meta skills that you need. And this is really where you make your human impact. Okay? AI is not very good in these. So this is where you can make it difference, yeah? By adding your human skills, creativity, independent judgment. Okay, what are these skills? Holding, grabbing attention, storytelling, persuasion, psychology and human behavior, self-awareness and observation, philosophy, spirituality. If you can tap into these, then you can make much more money. Okay? Because this is where you become really human, yeah? These cannot be easily replaced by robots and AI. So double down on these deeper skills, okay? Understand these meta skills better than computers. That means adding your own judgment, human creativity, independent thinking. And Futurist Hat, you can read about Futurist Hat, quantum supremacy, Google's advancements, watch the videos. Okay? Non-linear paradigm shifts, what is happening, exponential times, why things are getting exponential, latest innovations, Google's AI, and China and US competition, technology war, AI war. So you can learn about all these, yeah? These are some of the innovations. And be curious, like, be much more curious about these latest scientific developments. Let's look at NASA, Mars Perseverance rover landing. So be curious about these things, you know. How did it land? This is landing on Mars, yeah? What are the steps? This is how the landing happens. So this and so this is on Mars now, yeah? So how does this occur? Like, be more curious about these scientific advancements and how it happens. And why does it matter? And like, what are the biggest advancements like these, you know, in the world of technology? Okay, so it's all about curiosity. Look at these future technologies. We are entering an era of nanotech, AI, human-like robots, biomedical miracles, advanced genomics, 3D printing, augmented reality, the fusion of man and machine. So understand these things. Like, how will the world change? There will be lots of people who will be 100 plus years, yeah? Human life will extend to 150 years, even 200 years, yeah? So what are futuristic jobs? Jobs of the future. Have a look at these. Understand them. Position yourself in the long-term future, yeah? Which ones are closer to you? Have a look. Digital rehab counselor. Digital rehab counselor. This is about detoxing from online work and cell phones. This is about dealing with addictions, yeah? Addictions to AI. Personal brand advisor. Virtual reality designer. Designing these VR worlds. Which ones are closer to you? Organizational disruptor. Personal education guide. Brain implant specialist. This is for digital implants, brain-machine interfaces. Personal microbiome manager. This is about bacteria, managing your bacteria. Pharmaceutical artisan. This is 3D printing, personalized medicine. End-of-life manager, memorizer. This is all about your social media, digital presence. Hyper-intelligent transportation engineers. Cyborg designers. How we merge with machines, yeah, and robots. Robotic holographic avatar designers. So which ones are closer to you? Maybe do more research. Be more curious about these jobs. Space tourism guide. Space nurses and physicians. Android relationship counselors. And mind transfer specialists. So have a look into these jobs, you know. And which ones are closer to your vision? Maybe do more research. Okay? And there are slides about artist hats. Have a look at them. How do you wear artist hats? The best way is reading or watching science fiction. Okay, you can manufacture curiosity. So I included some science fiction movies here. Have a look at them. Science fiction is like prototyping for the future. That's why you need to read a lot of science fiction, but also watch a lot of science fiction movies if you really want to understand the future. And some of the movies I recommend are here. The Congress is one of them. And in this movie, the person enters these animation zones. And then it becomes real. So you can watch the movies and mirror world, metaverse, slides about those. Just be curious about this. Mark Zuckerberg's keynote about the metaverse, have you watched it? And we see digital models, CGI characters. They are transforming the world of marketing. A great example is Maquila. Brad created Maquila, and they created $125 million using the powers of social media avatars and AI. And millions are following Lil Maquila and similar. These are the new digital characters. You can now invent digital influencers like these. And okay, so Lil Maquila, watch the video, please. AI news anchors in China. Artificial humans, Samsung, Neon, deepfakes, and a time travel. Let's do this one. Imagine that you are transported to 5 years into the future. Imagine that you are on a time travel machine, okay? You are transported 5 years into the future, 2030. You come out of the time travel machine, you are immediately in 2030, yeah? What do you see? I want you to imagine the world in 2030. This is a time travel exercise. How will the world look like? What about organizations? Your career, your life? Where are you? What are you doing? So try to imagine these details, capture them in your writing. Write in your notebook or on your laptop. What kind of a world are you living in 5 years into the future? Talk to your future self. Where is your future self? Where do you work? Which city? Which company? What kind of assets have you created in these 5 years? Do you have your YouTube channel? Have you written some books? Have you created your website? Have you become an entrepreneur? Are you using AI tools to create value? Maybe you are giving some consultancy or courses on AI. Where are you in your career? Are you working with multiple companies, let's say? What kind of assets do you have? How much is Bitcoin in 2030? Can you imagine the number? Is it close to $1 million? And how much Bitcoin do you have for your financial independence? Do you have 0.1 Bitcoin at least? You know, 1/10 of a Bitcoin. Do you have it in 2030? Or do you have similar assets? Have you started, let's say, buying a house even through a mortgage, maybe? What steps are you attempting towards your financial independence? What type of assets do you have? How many videos have you created? How many articles do you have? Do you have your Substack newsletter? Do you have your podcast? Do you have your brands, your own brands? Do you have your own startups? How much money did you make online in these 5 years? Okay, think about all these possibilities, yeah? Different scenarios. And imagine the details. The more detailed, the better. What excites you? How do you spend one day? From the moment that you wake up until you go to the bed. How do you spend your 24 hours? What excites you? So imagine all these details. You can also draw this if you want. You can use doodles as well. You can also do research, write articles, make predictions. I've written a lot of articles on 2030. And some of these articles, they made hundreds of dollars. Why? Because people are curious. People are curious about 2030. Yeah. One of my articles, it has made $200. Why? Because people want to learn more about 2030. Yeah. So you can turn these into assets. Like turn this curiosity into assets. Talk to your future self. What do you need to do? How can you position yourself and your assets starting today in this future? Yeah? Talk to your future self in 2030. Talk to your future self every day. What should I do today? You know, in order to position, situate myself in the best way possible. What should I do today? What kind of assets should I be creating today? What matters more? I'm talking to my future self every day, yeah? That's why I'm writing Medium articles every day. That's why I'm uploading YouTube videos every day. I'm creating these digital products every day, you know? And I'm changing my, lectures, every day. Just to keep up, yeah? Reinvent myself. So how will you reinvent yourself and position yourself for the future, for this future, yeah? That's the question. So you can watch the documentaries on Shenzhen. Shenzhen is the world's fastest city. It's a futurist city. Why? You can learn more about Shenzhen and its technological marvel. They are really living 30 years in the future, yeah? How do they do it? Learn more. And Chinese science fiction movies. This is a Chinese science fiction movie. Watch them. Building a computer like your brain. Again, watch these videos. Brain computing. What is it? Brain computing. Space travel. Again, look at the competitors. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson. What are they up to? And asteroid mining. Be more curious about asteroid mining. What is asteroid mining? Why does it matter? And why should you build asteroid mining type of thinking? You know, be more curious about asteroid mining.
Build a website you love with Wix.
So if you look in this,
iron, gold, copper. Minerals are the lifeblood of the world's economy. From the Arctic Circle to the Sahara Desert, the $1.7 trillion mining industry supplies raw materials needed for everything, from skyscrapers to smartphones. But mining also comes with an increasingly critical environmental cost.
Everybody is talking about these rare earth minerals. Yeah, what are they? What are these? Why is mining so critical? And why should we do asteroid mining? Why does it matter? Everybody is talking about Atlas 3I, right? Atlas 3I. What is this? This is the third interstellar object, right? It's an asteroid. Everybody is looking at it. Yeah, it's very alien. We try to understand it, right? So how come, what happens if we tap into the resources of asteroids? Yeah? We need to figure out machines that can work in gravity-free environments. Yeah? Like, how can we build robots and machines that are operating in space, yeah, and tap into these asteroids? Why do these asteroids matter so much?
One that may require us to think about off-planet solutions before it's too late. Asteroids, moons, and planets in our own solar system hold an essentially unlimited supply of untapped resources.
The first trillionaires will be those who mine asteroids.
Resources like gold, platinum, and rare earth metals make some of those asteroids incredibly high-priced, but the most valuable element may be our most basic one.
What you want to mine in space is what you need a lot of.
Okay, so look at the video to learn more and do more research. And then maybe you can imagine yourself as a one-person space mining, asteroid mining startup. What happens if you are a one-person startup in this space? Let's say you are competing with Silicon Valley. Maybe you can create a digital product about asteroid mining. Like, create a digital product about future trends. How do you build skills, knowledge in asteroid mining? What is it? Be obsessed about asteroid mining. Different asteroids, what are their potential? How can I amplify my learning? You can use AI. Can I create a strategy, roadmap for asteroid mining? So, like, you can do all sorts of things and monetize this and become a millionaire just by being more curious into asteroid mining. Yeah? You can create assets about these things. So, like, it's all about being more curious, thinking like Elon Musk. How does he do it? Like, can you use his secret success formula? Like, can you combine these, learn from his success formula? And he has disrupted 8 industries, right? Including these, yeah? AI, aerospace, infrastructure, energy, automotive, all these robots. He is into robots. He's hacking, disrupting all these different industries, yeah? How does he do this? He is extremely curious, right? It all starts with curiosity. So write a list of questions that you are really curious about. Like 100 top questions that you are really curious about, and like be more curious about these things, yeah? That's how you get rich. So there are more slides about BTS, their success story, and the article I've written about them. You can read it. But the secret is here, following your curiosities and learning, adventure and imagination. That's the secret, okay? Being much more curious. So let's do the check-in. This is the end of today. Thanks a lot. I'll see you in the seminars. Thank you. Have a wonderful week, everyone. Thank you. Please apply these. Create your assets right away. Apply what you learned today. Thanks a lot.